Good day, everyone. Today, I want to talk about something that we hear very often in many democratic countries. For example, Kenya in East Africa, we have elections. In Kenya, we have elections every 5 years. And we have a chance in a democratic space to elect our leaders. And we have been doing that since independence, since 1963. Every 5 years, we've been having elections. And one thing that I remember, there's usually a lot of energy just prior to the elections. A few months to the elections, there's a lot of energy. There are very many promises. And after the elections, soon after elections, there are also the expectations. One of the promises that I remember and I would like to share here is the promise that I have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 within the first 100 days of my leadership. And what is this 100 days? 100 days is approximately 3 months and 10 days. Therefore, when a leader is elected, when the dust has settled, the dust normally settles maybe after 2-3 months, and therefore, after 10 days thereafter marks the 100 days. I have tried to follow and track and benchmark with the manifesto of most leaders, but I have somehow, maybe my memory fails me because I tend to lose track. And I ask myself, it is very easy to point a finger at a leader and forget you're also a leader who was also brought into the office you are in a democratic process. And therefore, you also have 100 days. And within those 100 days, it's always good to keep track, to look back and ask yourself, what have I done in the last 100 days? And I am sure you cannot miss, you have been doing something. But you promise that I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Within my first 100 days, I'll have done this and the other. It is very important as leaders to use that milestone of 100 days. The 100-day milestone is what I'm talking about. Use it to ask yourself, what have I done in the last 100 days? It may sound like very many days indeed, but it is actually 3 months and 10 days approximately. Therefore, we are supposed to allow the dust to settle as fast as possible. If you can allow the dust to settle in 10 days, then 3 months is more than enough when you are sent into an office to have done something or to have initiated something. Let me not point one finger at you as a leader and then 3 fingers at myself. I would like to say that I am just about to hit my 100 days since I got into a leadership position through a democratic process, and therefore I am challenging myself as a leader. Before I look at the national leaders, at county leaders, at the constituency level leaders, what have I done in the last 100 days? This is a milestone that I need to be able to explain to my electorate. What have I done in the last 100 days? I'll give an example. During my last 100 days, I looked back and asked myself, I promise I'll initiate some changes, some positive changes. What are those positive changes? I am very happy to announce that I initiated in the Faculty of Engineering at the University of Nairobi an initiative known as For Us by Us, in brackets FUBU, FUBU, For Us by Us. This is a concept whereby we involve the students, especially the final year students who have projects to do projects that are relevant to where they live. For example, you live in hostels, where you reside. You also go to classrooms. Are there any challenges that impede your experience on campus in those spaces? How are, for example, the accommodation hostels, the conditions? As engineers, we are trained to be able to engineer, to be able to innovate, to be able to come up with great ideas, to be able to think outside the box. So in this initiative, FUBU, For Us by Us, we have partnered with students and staff to do their projects, the academic final year projects in particular, 5th years, to identify what challenges there are. For example, are you in a building where the lift is not functional, and yet you are in the faculty where you are taught, a department that teaches how gears, how machines, how engines work, yet you are in a building where a very important machine is not working. You are able to troubleshoot, you are able to redesign, you are able to do reverse engineering, and to go a stage further and ask yourself, since I'm not the first person to use this lift, for example, how many students have used this lift since this building was constructed? And where are they? Those are the alumni. A lift cannot break down if it has not been used over and over again, year after year. And these alumni learn and then go out to be CEOs, to be the managers of lift companies. This is a challenge. I'm just flagging out just one example. Have you been a beneficiary of this equipment and you are out there as an alumni? Partner with us in this project called FUBU, For Us by Us. Adopt a service. It's a campaign to adopt a service whereby you come and say you want to partner with the faculty, with the students, so that you can be able to bridge even the gap between the budgetary gap between what is available and what is required. After all, you used this lift, you used this piece of equipment to earn yourself a degree, a bachelor's degree in engineering in this particular area, a master's degree in engineering in this particular specialty, a PhD degree in engineering, using that equipment, using that infrastructure. Then you use that certificate, that title on your CV. Your curriculum vitae states that you have a BSc in this from the University of Nairobi or any other university. You are able to get that job because of that CV, and you have contributed to the running down. What have you given back? Consider. This is what FUBU, For Us by Us, means. For Us by Us, partner with us to adopt a service. For Us by Us, an initiative by the Faculty of Engineering. I have spearheaded that, and I'm the patron of that initiative. And this has happened within my first 100 days in office. For us, by us, FUBU, an initiative of the Faculty of Engineering at the University of Nairobi.